top 10 scariest roller coasters in history. Hello, and welcome to xCellento. In today's video, we'll tell you about the top 10 scariest roller coasters in history. We'll see how these scariest roller coasters are going to flash your entire life before your eyes. Number 10. Gravity Max. It's a coaster based in Taiwan, and if you want to ride it, you need guts, man, honestly. Most coasters start from a stationary position and are then lifted up a slope by a chain lift, which means you know what you're getting yourself into and have time to prepare for the eventual drop. Things are a little different with the Gravity Max, though, because the platform you end up on basically tilts forward until the coaster and its occupants are angled at a 90-degree angle before dropping the coaster into a free roll down a long tunnel in a single loop with a couple of bang turns. So the coaster itself isn't particularly impressive. The only really scary part is until you get to the beginning, which is pretty terrifying. Number 9. The Wicked Twister. It's a dangling coaster, which means you're sitting in a chair with your legs dangling freely beneath you instead of being in a completely enclosed coaster car. It's not as long as some of the other coasters on this list, but it's still pretty terrifying. Powered by electromagnetics that sends pulses of energy into the coaster, it flings riders up a long twisting spike, allowing them to fall back down and then ascend another spike backward, so expect anything. Linear induction occurs when a long chain of electromagnets installed along the track fires energy in rapid succession, pulling and pushing the coaster down the rails and rapidly increasing speed with each push-pull combination. Number 8. The Ultra Twister. It's a coaster from Spa Land in Nagashima, Japan, and it'll make you dizzy if you ride it. This coaster goes backward and forwards through a chain of never-ending spins. The ride moves at a total of 44 miles per hour and only lasts about a minute and 20 seconds, but riders are flung through 3 complete inversions, 2 of which are experienced backward after a 90-degree vertical climb and an 86-degree drop. Number 7. The Slingshot. The Slingshot is a Cedar Point ride that opened in 2014. 2 riders are strapped into a chair that has 2 elastic cables attached to it, and those elastic cables are actually attached to 72-meter-tall spikes when the riders are properly strapped in the capsule. It is launched up to 110 meters in the air at around 62 miles per hour, and you basically bounce up and down until it comes to a stop. This ride is literally 2 pieces. This ride is literally 2 pieces of string attached to 2 really tall towers and a ball for people to sit in, and it's pretty freaking sweet. Now, if you didn't know, I absolutely despise any type of ride, whether it's a roller coaster or just a slingshot thing like what we have here, and I think all of you are insane for wanting to ride roller coasters. It's like you're asking for death. So let me know in the comments if you enjoy roller coasters or if you despise them as much as I do. I mean, they're so terrifying. Who would want to ride one? Number 6. The Stratosphere Hotel. The Stratosphere Hotel in Las Vegas is home to one of the scariest rides in the world. It opened in 2005 and sits 270 meters above the pavement. Riders are literally dangled out in the open stratosphere above the freaking pavement off the side of a building and then spun around. What's crazy is that in 2005, a group of people was left angling for nearly an hour and a half while the ride had some fault. Imagine hanging out above Las Vegas while waiting for the ride to be fixed. At the very least, the view would be nice. Number 5. Air. Galactica was originally a different ride, called the Air, at Alton Towers in the United Kingdom. The Air was a fling coaster with 2 inversions and a pretty slow speed of 47 miles per hour, and this ride is no different in terms of those specs. What changed was the addition of virtual reality. Everyone has been raving about how VR would revolutionize gaming, but one of the best uses for the headsets has been on Battlestar Galactica, where riders are transported through space using a Samsung Gear VR headset, passing by sites like Jupiter and the Kuiper Belt. That's actually awesome. Number 4. The Saw Ride. So it seems roller coasters aren't scary enough. They had to add in the whole serial killer aspect to make it even scarier. The Saw Ride is located at Thorpe Park in the United Kingdom, and it's actually one of the coolest rides I've seen in a long time. From the incredibly well-themed waiting line that leads up to the ride all the way to the theming of the ride itself, Saw the Ride just screams cool. Riders first went through a dark tunnel with a couple of dips and plenty of props before being forced to go through a slow inversion leading up to a chain link hill. Before you start going up that chain link hill, that Jigsaw has a message for you: game over. Riders then go through a steep drop beneath some saw blades, a couple of blank turns, and another inversion. It's actually pretty damn cool. Number 3. Takabisha Roller Coaster. Since its opening in 2011, the Takabisha roller coaster has terrified passengers with its complete and utter unpredictability. Even if you know what's going to happen, you're not prepared for it. The ride begins with a rapid-fire drop into total darkness to set the tone, followed by a series of pants-wetting coaster loops, a banana roll corkscrew, and several 180-degree turns in rapid succession. You're then sent back to the station only to quickly zoom 180 degrees toward a 141-foot tall chain lift hill. Once you reach the top, you'll be treated to Takabisha's signature and terrifying 121-degree drop, a world record for roller coaster steepness that no one has yet broken. From there, you'll be treated to 3 more loops before returning to the station. Amazingly, Takabisha has yet to cause a single injury, so here's hoping it stays that way. Even so, the sheer rush of darkness, followed by 7 different loops, and the steepest drop of all will probably make you want to spend a couple of hours on the merry-go-round to calm your nerves afterward. Number 2. Fury 325. The Fury 325 roller coaster is one of the world's most aptly named coasters, as well as one of the freakiest like its name. The coaster's overall aesthetic is inspired by the hornet, one of the most rage-filled insects on the planet. The 325 comes from the coasters, sending its riders to a peak height of 325 feet, making it one of the world's tallest coasters. Number 1. Gatekeeper in Ohio. Gatekeeper in Ohio holds the world record for the tallest inversion of any kind at 170 feet. The craziest inversion is the wing over the drop, which takes you 164 feet upside down after climbing 170 feet. At the start of the ride, the track rotates a full 180 degrees, sending you careening 164 feet upside down. The ride doesn't let up after that, inverting several times over. This includes multiple occasions where it appears that you're about to hit a wall, only for your train to invert and send you through a narrow space known as the keyhole, saving you from certain doom. So which ride do you think is the scariest and can't wait to take up the challenge? Tell us in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications of our new videos. You can also watch our other videos suggested just for you. See you in the next video.